by the end of this video, I'm going to convince you that the school and the education system is a waste of time, and it is absolutely useless according to me. So the first and the most important thing is nothing but school and the education system gives you the entry to a fake world. So what I mean exactly by this nothing but most people nowadays don't know what are the practical difficulties of people. Like they literally have no idea what are the practical difficulties of like how it is going to be, and people blame the the kids and the students who don't know it is, but it's actually because of the education system. We don't really get to work in the real world. We are directly put into this almost like this virtual world where basically working in this group of 70 people, and we're actually not even learning to work. We are learning to buy hard stuff. We're not learning any skill. We're learning the skill of by hearting stuff, which is absolutely useless, and which isn't going to give you any sort of help in the future. And so that's one of the big reasons why I think it's absolutely useless. And second thing is, it doesn't actually train you to face the real world. Like there are so many things that are so false in the education. Like there's like people have just created their own fake world, being a part of the fake world in by created by the education system. And because of that, people don't really understand like how business work outside. How do people actually meet their own investors? Like I know a guy, I know a person who actually met his own investor, his own angel through an app called LinkedIn. Okay, and basically he was creating this plastic recycling business model, and he met the owner of the basically the brand called Pigeon. Okay, so and because of that, and he told me the experience of meeting that particular owner, and I was literally shocked for a moment. Like, I was like, is that how you meet? Like, is that how informal things are? And he explains to me that how informal it is actually in the actual business world, and it's absolutely false of how it actually works in the school and the education system. People have given us a very wrong world. People haven't, and that's the reason why we see most people who like follow the line of the education system path. They just work to a 9 to 5 rat race, and they have to work for the like literally the rest of the day, and they don't really create something for their own. Like they just working under some company, and then like for the whole day, and they're just wasting their time, and they don't really create anything for themselves. And their physical life is extremely messed up. Their mental life is fucked up. Their family life, everything is fucked, and they just are going to the job just because it pays them a little bit money. And second thing, it is a mental health destroyer. And one other thing is, most teachers in the school and the education system aren't qualified. Like this is the freaking truth. Like nobody is actually like qualified to be a part of the system, because if you just look at like most teachers like scold you because they haven't healed their own trauma. Like if you look at teachers and everyone, they should have actually healed their trauma. They should have actually done shit to teach the shit they're done. Like if suppose I'm talking about how do you build an aesthetic physique, I should have already have an aesthetic physique to even teach about it. And these teachers are teaching us for preparing for JEE mains, like all these dumb examination which put us into like a fake rat race, and they themselves haven't achieved it, by the way. Okay, and that's one very important thing. And yeah, it's very obvious. And if you look at how much the teachers scold the students for like nothing, everything, they just want to invite, almost like give pass on their trauma onto us. Like just imagine like, getting on the trauma of some random stranger that you don't even know, and just getting on their trauma into like hundreds and hundreds of children. And if you guys don't know how trauma works, it's basically passed from one generation to another generation through parenting and everything. And yeah, you have to be involved with all these loser friends. You have to be with guys who are not even disciplined in their life. Like if you go look at it, almost there's a crazy study I just read somewhere. Almost 1 out of 18 or something students in India have been involved in some kind of smoking, drugs, or in some kind of shit. And almost so many students, so many college graduates during their college and even after the college involved in a lot of smoking and drugs, and that's just because of the bad mental health situation that the school and education system puts you through in. And second of all, it gives you this way of indulging with people that you probably shouldn't be with. Okay, and that's one very important thing. And you are the sum of the five people whom you spend the most time with, and you are put into this world where you spend your most of the time with someone whom you probably don't want to be like. And that's the reason why people are fucking losers, and they just lose their own identity of who they are, and they don't even know what the hell to do with their lives. And it doesn't prepare you for fucking anything. It doesn't really, like just imagine, like what is I was speaking to other guy in my gym, and then he was an engineering graduate. And then I was like speaking to him, like how is the work world different from the basically the school and the education system. And then he was like, bro, it's totally different. Like it's 100% different. The work world is almost so much different than how we are actually trained to be. And in the work world, it's like, someone gives us orders, and we have to perform that. And whereas in the education system, the teachers gives us orders to buy hard something, and it is very different and it's very useless. And he was also talking about the fact that he's going to move back to his own village to basically continue the business that his father was doing, because this felt purposeless, this felt very hollow, and he didn't really want to. Like this is a genuine story. I'm not creating anything of my own. Like this is a freaking genuine story which happened to me, and when I was talking to him. And one of the other worst things about it is nothing but you are meant to be feminized. Like just imagine, like every single time you are meant to be feminized. Like this, like you just go look at this study. Like most women, most girls do way better in school and college and education system, because it is a feminine society. Like it trains you to be feminine. It's not something that actually trains you to be masculine. It doesn't train you. It doesn't make you masculine. Tell me one guy who came out masculine from the education system. There's no one. Like everyone are this thin skinny neck people who just know to follow, or who just know to do orders. They don't know to create anything of their own, and they are feminized, and they are the submissive guys who need orders to be placed, and they do those fucking orders, which is very bad. And like just imagine, like you have to always stand up when a fucking teacher like hi teacher, teacher, good morning, what is that, like you have to stand your ground. You have to know your value, and school absolutely destroys it. It actually teaches you to be a freaking slave. It trains you to be a freaking slave. Okay, and what the hell? Yeah, it trains you to be a freaking slave. It doesn't train you to be this guy, who wants to almost like do some shit, like make an impact in this world. And you want to be this guy, who wants to make this impact in this world. Okay, and by the way, if you just want to be an average normal loser, this loser guy, who really doesn't want to create any impact, and you want to be one out of the 100, who actually wants to create some warrior, this video is for you. So suppose if this loser fucking guy who doesn't really want to create any impact in the world, yeah, okay, fine, this video is not for you. But this video is for all the 1 out of 100 people who basically are the warriors of this fucking world, who want to create a great impact in the freaking world. And yeah, it's meant for you to like sit down. Like just imagine you're sitting down for like 8+ hours near 60 to 70 other students in like college and everything, and then you're just not meant to talk with them. Like what is that? Like we have never seen a system which follows this particular thing, you know, like you have to just sit in a room of 60-70 guys of your same age, and you have to not talk to them for the next 8 hours. And you and of course you can talk to them for the 10-15 minutes break that you get. Okay, so that's very valuable. Like what, like it's literally like a slave system which puts you into slave mindset. And now other thing, if you're probably like a almost like a man girl, or you know, if you're a woman man, you are probably going to ask me, okay, now how will I get a job? Now how am I going to do it? How am I going to get a job and everything? And for that, I'm going to reply, are you a pussy? Are you literally a guy whose dick is not longer than his fucking thighs? Okay, man, that's a bit too much. But aren't you a guy who actually some fucking balls in life? If like there's a crazy statistics that I'm talking about. 3% of people who don't have a degree are unemployed, and about 40% of the people who have a degree are unemployed. I'm not sure it's 40 or 30%, but about that range. About 30 to 40% of people who have a degree are not employed. So first of all, you won't be unemployed, and second of all, you won't die if you don't have a fucking degree, and third of all, you will be absolutely fine. You'll be as happy as the guys who do a fucking degree. Okay, and second thing, there are more number of millionaires in the world. There are more number of billionaires in the world of people who don't have a degree rather than people who have a degree. There are more number of millionaires and billionaires who don't have a degree rather than the millionaires who have a degree. Okay, so you are more likely to become a millionaire if you don't have a degree than if you have it. Okay, and 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 the next thing is, no, people ask me, okay, wait, how am I going to get a job? And people are not going to give me a job. So first of all, the only reason that you have to go to the education system is only when you think, okay, this is the shit that I want to do, and like I want to become an engineer, like, and that's the reason why I'm going to be doing it. Like suppose for example your plan is to become a YouTuber. Why the hell are you going to the fucking school for backup of what? Because school and the education system, it cannot never be a backup, because you're spending like lakhs and like 8 lakhs, 9 lakhs, 10 lakhs, or a huge amount of money just so that you can get a backup. Plus you're spending like 3-4 years of your life extra. Like I will just say, you just put the same 3 to 4 years and the same amount of money into your passion, into the thing that you actually want to do, and you will find your life, and you will find so much happiness and so much purpose in your life, and you'll actually create a good impact in your life, and you will probably attain like financial freedom within the next 10-20 years, and that time you don't even need to worry about money. And you don't like the most worst things, people do a degree just for the backup of it. Like a backup is something like a fucking Uber driver, because if you're spending like lakhs and lakhs of money, and you're spending like 4 or 5 years of your life into something as so-called a backup, I don't think that's a backup. That you're investing into something, and that is not a right investment to do. Okay, and there are like, and you, instead of that, suppose the only reason that you should be doing a degree is when you like this is shit that, you know, I'm 100% going to do this. There's no other thing in the world that I will do other than this one thing. If that's your mindset, then yeah, fair enough, go ahead. But then if you're just doing for backup and all this bullshit, there is like quite literally like no point and everything. And by the way, if you don't know what your passion is, I mean, like, you're probably like a 16, 17, 18-year-old grown man. Like, I'm 18 years old, and if you don't know what the hell your passion is in, what a shame. What a shame if you don't know what your passion is. What a shame if you haven't tried 10-20 things. What a shame is that. Like, that's such a big shame. That like no man in the history of mankind has been in a situation like you. Has been in a situation of like, he doesn't even know what his passion is. Like if you want to find your passion, stop watching videos, stop getting dopamine, stop getting all these external dopamine, and go take a pen and notebook and just think about the things that you actually want to do in your life, and there could be like 5 to 10 options that you probably want to do, and do all of them. Try all of them. If you want to be a cricketer, join a cricket academy and just train for a few hours. And then if you want to become a film director, go ahead and join like a film school and like try something, like learn about it, learn about that particular skill, learn about it, and you will get to know whether you like it or not within a couple of weeks, and then you can just leave it. It'll be the best investment of your life, rather than spending your money on a degree. And like, yeah, it's probably like it's the person, probably less than 1% of people who actually would want a degree. So yeah, and suppose if you're still a guy who's going to comment, oh, this guy is a scammer, I have nothing to scam here. I don't even sell a product, I don't even, what's the point on me trying to influence some other people? I don't have anything to influence on anyone. I'm just saying what is good for me, what is good for people. That's it. I don't have anything to say. Like if you're probably like a small ball, the kind of the guy who will probably not even get married, who will probably not even get any chick in in his life, is probably the kind of the guy who's gonna, oh, then give me a job. Like what do you mean like others should give you a job? You are the fucking job, motherfucker. Like you have to go and make your impact, and you have to make your own money. Like what do you mean? Then how people give me a job, bro? You prove yourself. Like you are the fucking value, bro. Like you have to go, and you have to make the impact, and you have to do it. It's not like people are gonna come and give it to you. Like what are you, a beggar or some shit? Like, yeah, well, like this is the kind of the person the school and the education system has trained you to be, like this small, narrow-minded, one-dimensional man who doesn't really see how the outside world is. So yeah, thanks for watching.